I don't remember what ages that I was necessarily in the children's center. I know for sure around the age of 3, all the way through like summer programs in the 5th and 6th grade. Lots of memories, lots of friendships, things that I can look back on with people that are still in my life today. Hey everyone, my name is Drew Hall. I am a former Meadow Parker. I grew up in Meadow Park from the day that I was born. I believe I was dedicated there when I was 3 months old in September of 1990. And my family had been attending there, my mom, dad, and grandma. Before that, I would say the cool thing about my experience with the Children's Center is not only was I a kid there, but I also got the chance to love on kids there later in my story. And I don't even remember what it was, that initial conversation. I grew up in youth group. I went to Meadow Park, was with Pastor Brian, Pastor Steve for a long, long time. Said that I wanted to do ministry. Didn't really know exactly what that meant in high school and college days, but I was invited to work at the Children's Center. And so I spent a couple of my college summers there. Also working at a summer camp in Missouri. Yeah, that's just it's a big part of my story. And I think probably the thing that sticks out to me most about my time at the Children's Center from being a kid and from working there was just being known and being challenged, being valued. I was definitely not a perfect kid. Definitely was not a perfect employee, but I was always willing to learn. And it's kind of crazy to think back on some of the things that maybe I went through as a kid, then kind of like roles reversed, being the teacher, being the leader for another young child. I can just remember so many conversations happening out on the playground, playing kickball, out on the diamonds, so many different things I would say are like key parts of my story and shaped me into who I am today. And so that's probably like the things that stick out to me most about my time at the Children's Center. I'm sure I could give so many stories that we could be here all day. I mean, I would say I didn't know this at the time, but like being a kid and feeling loved and feeling valued and knowing that like when I showed up there every day, not just because I went to Meadow Park Church, but like because I went to the Children's Center, I had a whole different group of teachers, whole different group of friends, people that weren't even connected to the church necessarily. But some of those teachers and those people that, just made a huge impact on me. I didn't know it at the time, but it was definitely like forming me into who I was going to become. Like there was just moments where I was like getting out of, the Children's Center, going to be a student in the youth group, then getting a chance to come back and serve, mission trips, VBS, all that sort of stuff. Like I didn't know it at the time, but now looking back on it, like, I would simply say like, I just wouldn't be doing what I'm doing today. I wouldn't have the memories that I have. Probably wouldn't have some of the friends that I have. And I would say that's due to the Children's Center, the teachers and the people that, were a part of it from the beginning, from before I was even there. And just to know that the impact has continued, and knowing that pocket of Columbus is so diverse and has changed drastically from the time when I was a kid till now, just knowing that it is of the utmost importance to like say, hey, regardless of whether you come to church or not, like if your kids come to the Children's Center, they're going to get taken care of. They're going to be loved. They're going to be known. And you have a place to belong. Beyond a shadow of a doubt, there's never a bad time to make a difference in the life of a child. Whether that's through the Children's Center, whether that's through just Meadow Park Church in general, the church at whole, the church global, whatever you want to call it, there's never a bad time to make a difference in the life of a child.